FA Cup 4th round, match previews. Blackburn Rovers v Blackpool. Venue Ewood Park, Saturday 3 p.m. Referee Peter Banks. Odds Blackburn Rovers 5-6 Blackpool 10-3 draw 3-1. Head-to-head Blackburn Rovers wins 17 Blackpool wins 21 draws 16. Two Northwest sides with proud FA Cup histories, who may find the tie overshadowed by a joint protest from fans against their respective owners. For the hosts, six-time winners from 1884 to 1928, championship survival is the more pressing concern, but Owen Coyle hopes to field a similar 11 against the League Two side to that which drew with Birmingham last time out. For Gary Bowyer's Seasiders, tales of 1953 will stir the appetite, as will his 11 years as a coach at Ewood Park. Stuart Goodwin. Match pointers. Blackburn let in 5 goals in their last home cup game, as many as they had in their previous 7 matches. Blackpool have failed to keep a clean sheet in their last 6 cup away games. Burnley v Bristol City. Venue Turf Moor, Saturday 3 p.m. Referee Andre Marino. Odds Burnley 4-6 Bristol City 5-1 draw 3-1. Head-to-head Burnley wins 17 Bristol City wins 16 draws 15. Turf Moor has been a fortress this season for Burnley and as such the side have the 4th best home record in the Premier League. Bristol City's task is therefore all the more daunting especially when combined with their poor form of late in the Championship. After a promising start to the campaign, Lee Johnson's side sit 2 points above the relegation zone with a disastrous 8 successive league defeats. The omens look great for Sean Dyche's bid for the 5th round. Graham Searles. Match pointers. This is the 49th match between these sides but the first time they have met in the Cup. Bristol City have not made it beyond the 4th round of the Cup since the 2001 season. Chelsea v Brentford. Venue Stamford Bridge, Saturday 3 p.m. Referee Michael Oliver. Odds Chelsea 1-5 Brentford 18-1 draw 6-1. Head-to-head Chelsea wins 7 Brentford wins 4 draws 2. Chelsea will face their former trainee Josh Msekran and when this sort of thing happens it tends to put the focus on their internal development and how difficult it has been to promote from their all-conquering youth teams. Perhaps Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Nathaniel Chalobah, and Nathan Ake, all of whom will feature against Brentford, will change the picture. Chelsea are flying while Brentford have not made it into the 5th round since 2006. David Heitner. Match pointers. Chelsea have won 13 of their past 14 matches in all competitions. The last time Brentford reached the 4th round, in 2012-13, they went out to Chelsea after a replay. Fulham v Hull City. Venue Craven Cottage, Sunday 12:30 p.m. Referee Paul Tierney. Odds Fulham 11-10 Hull City 5-2 draw 13-5. Head-to-head Fulham wins 29 Hull City wins 35 draws 27. Fulham have already dispatched one Premier League side from a domestic cup competition this term and will be confident Hull City, now re-signed to life without Robert Snodgrass, can be sent the same way as Middlesbrough back in the autumn. Slavisa Jokanovic picked a youthful side that night, though one would suspect Son Aluko will have particular motivation to excel against his former club. The visitors won 1-0 in this fixture last season and will need to be as resilient as they were at Chelsea last Sunday if they are to progress. Dominic Fifield. Match pointers. Fulham have been eliminated at this stage in each of the past 4 seasons. Hull have not lost to a lower league side in the Cup since Crawley knocked them out in 2011-12. Lincoln City v Brighton and Hove Albion. Venue Singsel Bank, Saturday 3 p.m. Referee Andrew Madley. Odds Lincoln City 4-1 Brighton and Hove Albion 4-5 draw 3-1. Head-to-head Lincoln City wins 9 Brighton and Hove Albion wins 10 draws 3. Lincoln providing the shock of the third round with their replay triumph over Ipswich, a result that will have the non-leaguers believing they can also unsettle the championship leaders at Singslebank. Chris Hughton's side have lost only once in their last 20 games, though, and while promotion to the Premier League is an obvious priority, the man who won the cup back-to-back with Tottenham in 1981 and 1982 will know not to underestimate the National League leaders. Paul Crinnell. Match pointers. Lincoln City are in the fourth round for the first time since Graham Taylor took them there in 1975-76. Brighton have won their last 8 cup ties against non-league teams. Middlesbrough v Accrington Stanley. Venue Riverside Stadium, Saturday 3 p.m. Referee Anthony Taylor. Odds Middlesbrough 1-3 Accrington Stanley 9-1 draw 4-1. Head-to-head Middlesbrough wins 0 Accrington Stanley wins 1 draws 0. What mood might Middlesbrough fans be in after Aitor Karanka, contentiously, criticized them for encouraging long ball football by chanting attack, attack and attack, and leaving games early? A tie against League Two Accrington Stanley offers a chance to appease a crowd who, rather than demanding direct football, would merely prefer Borough's manager to be a little less cautious. They may be disappointed. "I don't work 8 hours a day to experiment in games," Karanka said. "I don't like experiments." Louise Taylor. Match pointers. Middlesbrough have won 9 of their past 10 cup ties against sides from the 4th tier or lower. Accrington Stanley have never progressed beyond the 4th round of the cup. Oxford United v Newcastle United. Venue Custom Stadium, Saturday 3 p.m. Referee David Coote. Odds Oxford United 4-1 Newcastle United 8-11 draw 3-1. Head-to-head Oxford United wins 6 Newcastle United 6 draws 5. Oxford United pulled off an upset knocking out Championship Rotherham in the previous round but will have to go 1, or possibly 3 or 4, better to knock out Newcastle. Rafael Benitez is an old hand at the FA Cup and will likely see the competition as a brilliant way to instill more confidence into his side to augment their push for promotion back into the top flight. Michael Appleton will be reminding his players of last year's epic disposal of Swansea at the Custom. Graham Searles. Match pointers. This is the first cup game between these sides since May 1993, when they were both in the second tier. Newcastle have not gone beyond the 4th round of the cup since 2005-06. Rochdale v Huddersfield Town. Venue Crown Royal Arena, Saturday 3 p.m. Referee Oliver Langford. Odds Rochdale 5-2 Huddersfield Town 5-4 draw 5-2. Head-to-head Rochdale wins 2 Huddersfield Town wins 12 draws 10. Two sides with promotion aspirations could make for a captivating tie, with Huddersfield able to call on stories from their 1922 victory over Preston North End in the last cup final before Wembley first opened. Keith Hill's Rochdale, 6th in League One, go into the tie on the back of 2 defeats but hope to capitalise on injuries and absences that have befallen their championship opponents, including Casey Palmer, whose goal threat from midfield will be missed. Stuart Goodwin. Match pointers. Steve Davis has scored 3 times in his past 3 cup games after failing to score in his previous 6. Huddersfield have lost 1 of their past 12 games at Rochdale in all competitions. Tottenham Hotspur v Wycombe Wanderers. Venue White Hart Lane, Saturday 3 p.m. Referee Roger East. Odds Tottenham Hotspur 1-6 Wycombe Wanderers 21 draw 9-1. Head-to-head NA. Tuesday's Premier League trip to Sunderland will dictate Mauricio Pochettino's selection for this game, but the Tottenham manager will have been made aware of Wycombe's 16-match unbeaten run that dates back to early November and has elevated Gareth Ainsworth's side to 5th place in League Two. They also have the threat of Adebayo the Beefsteak Infanois, the much-travelled 16-stone striker who scored the late winner against Sturbridge in round 3. Paul Crinnell. Match pointers. 24 of the last 26 teams to knock Tottenham out of the cup have been from the top flight. Wycombe's only previous appearance at this stage was in 2001, when they went on to reach the semi-finals.
you.